This season on Pop the Balloon, we saw love, drama, and some of the most shadiest moments ever to hit the screen. Across 7 unforgettable episodes, we've watched these men take chances, pop balloons, and put their hearts on the line. Now, for the first reunion ever, we've brought back the All-Stars and their most unforgettable personalities for one final showdown for the season. Have their connections stood the test of time? What's the tea on life after the show? And of course, who's here to spill it all? Get ready, because this reunion is about to give everything that you don't want to miss. It's going down only here in Chicago at Rockstar Studios.
Well, hello everyone. I'm your host Rio, and this is the reunion full of love. Today, we'll be diving into some of our fan favorites, drama, and love. Let's take a look at some of our best moments.
His favorite character is Ronnie, and the way you walked out here is like you was gonna say.
It does show that you're 22. No.
Baby, and I will. Yeah, go ahead, baby.
I was going
hey,
to.
Y'all ain't got nothing else. Okay. Nah, hell no.
Welcome back to the Full of Love show. Are we showing him what he's missing out on?
No, that was sorry.
You was on episode 1, right?
Yeah, the original.
Real Face TV. Today, I have 7 lucky guys with me.
It's a hard one.
Hey, playing, come on now. You know damn well you was in the DM.
Where would you take me if we leave right now on our first date? Where we going?
Hello, Gina Hunley. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are
good.
you, Rio?
I'm doing good. I'm here. It's so glad to have you back.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
So G Hunley, you came onto the show very laid back, but a little bit of chaos. Some even stumped on their balloon when you walked into the room.
Yes, so heavy.
Okay. So let's take a look at that. Can you let the people know what you're in here looking for, and
I was like,
where are you trying to find?
I ain't looking for nothing too special shit.
yes.
Somebody cool.
I
somebody
was like,
chill
oh
with.
my God.
Not too much.
Nothing too much.
Interesting vibes today.
You looking for interesting
No,
vibes?
for real. It was a lot.
That's it?
That was not even, it was not a good day.
Okay, so, all right. So how did that make you feel? How did you feel about someone stumping on their balloon and most of the cast members like popping their balloon? How did that make you feel?
Honestly, you know, due to the balloon popping, it didn't really make me feel any type of way. You know, I would definitely say my energy was not in the best that day, but, you know, it was what it was. You know, it ain't no pressure.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Mikey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So Mikey, we also had you on the show, and you were one of our breakout stars for episode 1.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
People keep telling me to read the comments.
Yes.
One of the comments actually here says, Mikey literally ate, showed how much people loved you. How does that make you feel in that type of space?
It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? I know I get a lot of love out here. You know what I mean? And I think that people that like follow me on social media, I talk about the love that I get. I get a lot of love because I'm an artist, I'm an entertainer. You know, I'm a house father. You know what I mean? But romantic love is a different thing. You know what I mean? It's a different situation. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. And so you said that you're an entertainer, so you're a rapper, right?
Yes, I am.
Could you freestyle something for us today?
Sure. I can do that. I can do that.
Okay, let's hear something.
Now? Like right now?
Yeah, let's hear
Okay,
something right
what's
now.
my technique? Okay. I need y'all to snap for me. Like this. Yeah. Every cutie with a booty wanna do me. He don't know me, but he's setting up to screw me. Slim waist with the face like ooey. He Puerto Rican and the ass on dookie. Cause I'm sicker than your average. Diamonds not clouding about 3 or 4 carats. Up some commas, but my name ain't Future. In the bodega sipping on kombucha. Okay. Nothing but menage a trois, expensive cars. Breaking down the loudest Cuban cigars. Every time I stick it in, I love bazaar. I love the way that I'm my favorite star, yeah. And if the ass fat, I'ma have to smash that. And if the throat deep, dinner gonna be my treat. And if the stroke right, I'll be there every night, 3 a.m. Sneaky Link, West Spot, don't stop.
Hey, let's get it up. I like that.
That wasn't a freestyle. I wrote that. It's got my song called Pinot Noir. It's on streaming platforms. Blah blah blah. Just so y'all won't be trying to say I said it was a freestyle and it wasn't. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
that.
Trishan, thank you for joining us today. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, Trishan, you popped multiple balloons saying that people weren't your type. Do you regret being so direct, or were you just keeping it real on the show?
I will never, ever regret being myself. I just feel like, having types it puts you in a box. And, I don't really care for light skin. I don't care for dark skin. I just know my preference. I just know, what I will like in the long run.
Okay, so can you clarify for the audience today? Because a lot of people in the comments wanted to know, what is your type? Because you keep saying when you know your preference. So what exactly is your preference? Because you might have some followers or fans out there that might want to get to know you, but they don't know what your actual type or preference is.
No, I get that. I just don't put myself in a box. I don't really care if you're dark skin, light skin. I don't really care. I do care if you're short or tall. If you're short, you just have the big man energy. I don't like little kids. I don't like little boys. You just have to, accept, what I got going on, far as, having a good time. I'm very spontaneous, I don't got to type, y'all. Deal with it. You feel me? Just, if I like you, if you like me, you like me, we can go on a date. We can figure it out from there, but it's really no type. I just know my preference.
Okay. Well, thank you. So, so moving on, Martez said that you misgendered him and commented, "I don't date the girls." Would you like to address that or clarify that?
Is this Martez?
Huh? Yes. So you did call him a girl on the show. You said,
so look, y'all, it wasn't about the girls. Okay, so look, the time that you approached me, you had on, a little jacket, your face was beat. You had on a little glossy lip, and you had put me in my little place and told me, you were trying to represent your masculine and feminine side, but the only masculine thing that I seen was pants, and I don't want people to misconstrue pants or whatever for masculine. It's not about none of that. It's just I just rather my guy not to wear makeup. I would rather my guy not to wear sparkly clothes and stuff. I like to play with sports still. I want my guy to be able to play sports. I like to go rock climbing. I just like more masculine things. I don't no shade to anybody, but I don't go to balls. I don't vogue. I really don't even shake ass in the club. So you feel me? Like I'm just can I say nigga?
You can say nigga.
I just a boy that like boys. I'm sorry. You feel me? It's nothing really.
So you're more so attracted to more masculinity.
Yeah, it's just that's what I like.
So that's your.
That's
your preference.
Yeah, you feel me? I love you can still be feminine, but more feminine for me is more like being in tune with your emotions, not really how you present yourself. You get what I'm saying? I have no problem with anybody. I don't really care, but when it comes to me, I would rather my man to be more a little mass presenting, more you get what I'm saying?
Martez, would you like to respond to that?
Sure. So thank you for sharing your perspective, by the way. It actually kind of gave me confirmation to giving the response that I gave.
Okay.
I think for me, when I heard it, because my friends and we refer to ourselves as the dolls or the girls. So it wasn't exactly the verbiage that was used. It was just the fact that I don't know him, and also where I felt like it was coming from, which he just confirmed. For me, I'm still a man at the end of the day. Makeup, no makeup, regardless. So just because I'm tapped into one side one day does not make me less of a man than you are or who it is that you're attracted to. Right. So, it was cute, but watch your mouth. And that's what it gave.
All right. Well, the show also said that they found you to be very fashionable. A lot of people loved you from the show. But Valentino said that they didn't find you really that attractive and they wanted to stay friends. How did that make you feel? And did you want to react to that or have anything to say or combat that? You
know what? I figured I would get that response from a lot of people. But when I came out, me and the other bachelors actually had a really nice vibe and chemistry behind set.
Okay.
So I felt a bunch of brotherhood and wholesomeness prior to coming out. So honestly, when people pop their balloons, I didn't even recognize. So when it comes down to people, referring to me not being their type or whatever, I know that's the name of the game. I'm not everybody's type, not everybody's my type. So I think for me, it was just kind of like, I thanked him for sharing his opinion. I told everybody that they look great, and I kept it pushing. Who's for me is for me.
Okay, absolutely. Love that. And you look great, by the way.
Thank you. You do too.
Thank you. Cameron labeled you as sassy, but you said you were just confident.
You could tell you're very sassy, so it's not going to work.
I don't think I'm sassy. I think I'm very secure. I think you're sassy, but...
I am. That's why I said it wouldn't work.
Right. Okay. I'm glad you know. Next.
Did you want to set the record straight today?
Yes, actually. So for me, I feel like everybody on this set can have potential to be sassy, right? So for me, I'm very black or white. It's either you're saying it by the book or you saying it by Urban Dictionary. Either way, it didn't make sense. Because for me, I came out, I introduced myself, and that's really all
That's all it was, right?
So for me, when he called me sassy, notice I asked questions before I matched energy. I said, oh, wait, you said we'll clash? Clash how? I don't think I'm sassy. It's because in that present time, I don't feel like I gave any energy that was sassy. So for me, if it came from a point of, oh, you're sassy because like you're too feminine or like too flowy, it's like, okay, well, we're gay men. And then it's like, if we're going by the dictionary, I didn't come out here on hots, ready to pounce on anybody. So for me, it was just like, it didn't make sense. So I asked questions before I kept it pushing. Next.
Okay. Cameron, we have you here today. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing good.
Cameron, we have you here today. Did you want to respond to that?
I really just said that he was sassy based off of the appearance and the outfit. Yeah. I just didn't see us dating or doing anything further than being friends. One, because I know how I am, and I know to backtrack on Teddy, I'm gonna need a little masculine because I'm mouthy, a little handsy, so I just don't see it working. So that's why I said what I said, not based off of his looks.
But what was sassy?
The dress, the makeup.
But it wasn't about my looks, you just said.
Not just necessarily your whole appearance, but since that's your character, I just know that you're sassy and that it wasn't gonna work, and it was gonna be like a lot of back and forth, because I don't shut the fuck up.
Feminine?
Yes, basically.
Sassy is
Yes.
feminine.
So sassy is feminine to you. So that's what your direction was.
I don't think he's
Same thing.
I mean, I get you. Sorry.
Two different things, but okay.
In my book.
All right. Well, Cameron, you were definitely one of the most controversial on the show for episode 2, and the fans had a lot to say. Let's read a few of the comments.
The two queens with the dreads are messy. 3, 4, 5, 6, all gay insecure. The fake pigeon-toed leg stands on the two dreadheads is Benjamin to the highest level. They wanted to be the main character so bad.
How did you feel about the criticism when or a lot of the backlash that you have faced on the show?
I was fine with it. I didn't get that many as my friend, but I was okay. Math was good.
So, okay, Cameron. So, what were some of your greatest highlights on the show? Like some of the best moments for you? Because apparently, a lot of the fans didn't like you. But did you like someone on the show? Did you have someone that you had your eye on? Maybe.
On the show, not necessarily. Everybody was cool. It was decent. I did end up behind the scenes get a few Instagrams, but other than that, overall the experience was fun.
In reality, you're really a sweetheart. I think it's just a misunderstanding, right? Okay, well, that is the wrap for our first segment. We'll be right back, and we'll get into some more things. All right, welcome back. Well, before we get started, I know, Mikey, that you have to leave. Is there anything that you might want to share with the fans before you go?
Well, similar to what I said on my episode, I just wanted to reiterate that specifically, what's your name again? Martez. The way that everybody was like going so hard on Martez about Martez being feminine, presenting, I feel like the more that we learn to love the femininity that is within us as gay men, the more that we can respect people like Martez. And this show really revealed to me how obsessed gay men are with masculinity. There is an obsession with it. It is literally currency. And it happens on every single show. And I'm just like, when are we going to realize that that's not where it's at? You know, and I understand that we have preferences and I understand that we have stuff that we like and stuff that we don't, but like, it's time to evolve and it's time to like really look inward and see why you like what you like. It's not about what you like all the time. It's about why do you like that?
Right, I agree.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. I love that as well. Well, Mikey, we really, really enjoyed you being on the show. You definitely were a fan favorite.
Thank you.
And so I'm going to let you get out of here because I know you have to go.
I do. I'm booked busy, but thank y'all so much.
No
I
problem.
appreciate
We'll
it. Thank
see
y'all.
you
See y'all later.
All right, Prince Onyx, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling spectacular.
Good. You definitely were a fan favorite as well. People loved your personality, loved the quirkiness. Because, you know, your favorite quote is, why have a 6 when you can have a what?
When you can have a dime. I mean, because real talk, he ain't got to be a 9. He ain't got to be a dime. He could be a damn 6 when he show you this trick.
Ooh. All right. So, Onyx, you matched with someone on the show, correct?
And did.
Okay. And how is that going?
You know what? Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I mean, hey, things happen. I mean, I'm in a relationship now, and it is the best, and I'm really, really happy with it. So, you know, I'm thankful either way because everybody wants a piece of the ONYX, but the triple X, you got to really show me that you're worth that.
Oh. They got to work for it. I know that's right. Okay, so, well, so the fans, I'm pretty sure the fans would like to know exactly what happened between y'all. Was it just miscommunication? Y'all just stopped talking? Somebody ghosted someone? Like, we really want to know the tea.
It was just a little bit of incompatibility, and that slight incompatibility really kind of was just like, okay, damn, neither one of us necessarily can really mesh well with each other. So, you know, it's like, hey, I'm here for a good time.
Like a lot of arguments, like meshing well, or
not so much arguments. It's just I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And it's just like, well, shout out to Big Ange, you know, here for a good time, not a long time. So it's just like, hey, let me know that I can feel safe around you. Let me know that I can be myself around you. I don't like feeling like I gotta always be on necessarily. Like sometimes I like to be vulnerable, and if I can't feel safe in that vulnerability, you know, I got somebody who can make me feel safe, who makes me feel like, yo, I can actually be myself, and I don't always have to be the ONYX, you know. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, shit, bitch, I got Riz. You know, they can't out Riz me.
All right. Well, thank you for that. So I know that you did match with Sirius. So I know you just told us that did not work out. But we also have Sirius here on set today. Ooh. And I wanted to bring him on because we wanted to get his side of the story as well. Okay. Sirius, are you here? And can we bring you on out? All right. Let's go ahead and bring Sirius out. You can have a seat. How's it doing?
I'm always good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for joining us today. I know that you said you wanted to get some stuff off your chest.
I do.
So, Sirius, I know that you wanted to come onto the show because you had some things that you wanted to address. We have Prince Onyx here because you matched with him on the episode. But unfortunately, you guys did not last or work. And so the fans would like to know, and especially me, because I like to get a little messy. I wanted to figure out, you know, what happened?
So, like, it started off good. We had, like, good conversation, everything like that, until we went on the first date. We went with the other couple that matched. We went with the other
So you guys went on a double date?
We did, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I love that. Who was the double date with?
That was him and his match.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so finish telling us the teaser. What happened?
So then we went on the date or whatever like that. He had to leave or whatever like that. I had dropped his friend off at the train station. We were just hanging out in the car, trying to get to know him and stuff like that. And he was ready to go, and he was just so snappy. And I was like, what the hell is going on? You know? So then he was just like, oh, I'm finna eat my food right now, bitch. I know I ain't getting none tonight. And I'm like, what the like, this the first day. What the hell? So I was a little lost, like, and then he was just like snapping about anything. I asked him a simple question, like, so, like, are you cold? He's like, yeah, you got the heat off. And I'm like, whoa. So I was just still trying to be a gentleman because I could have said, get the out of my car and threw him out. But I was just like, oh, let me take this home and not talk to his ass no more. So I dropped him off at home, made sure he got in safe, tucked him into bed, and I went home.
So would you say it's safe you just ghosted him afterwards, basically, kind of ish after like
I talked to him a little bit or whatever. I said I need like some time to like get my man together because like that was a lot, like out of nowhere because he was in love with somebody else. So and I was just like, ouch.
Oh, plot twist. So did he tell you that, or did you find that out on your own that he was?
I asked a lot of questions. I asked a lot of questions, so it eventually came out. So I was like, uh-oh.
Okay. So Prince Onyx, you got some explaining to do. So we're trying to figure out what happened.
I mean, at the time, I was dealing with a situationship that I'm no longer involved in, and it is what it is. Now, going off, not necessarily, but it's just like, dude, I'm not into the same things that you're into, and out of respect, I'm not going to put that on blast. That's just me being out of respect. It's like, hey, there's some things that we just sexually not necessarily into. But I will say this. This is a 10 right here. So you want some bow, 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 bow. This is where you get it from. It is what it is. But other than that, it's like, hey, I still wish him the best. Because you're going to see where you see Sirius, you may not see Onyx because Onyx is there. But, hey, I still wish him the best either way. So, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, you're going to still always want to be with me because I'm the ONYX.
And why can you have a 6 when you can have a dime? Absolutely.
Because even a 6 can show you all types of tricks.
All right, well, thank you. Do you do you have anything that you might want to say to that? No. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have you leave off the set if you have nothing else that you might want to say to the audience.
You guys can follow me if you want to, but if you guys want to follow me, you can, but if you don't, that's fine. That's about it.
Okay. Well, cool. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't you go anywhere, because we'll be right back. All right, well, welcome back. So we have a special guest today. Well, not really special guest. You guys already seen him on a few episodes. He was one of our bachelors and also one of our balloon poppers. Let's go ahead and welcome Valentino onto the reunion. Hey, Valentino, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So Valentino, you're a songwriter, but the fans felt that you seemed a little unsure about what you liked. Can you give us a little bit clarity about that?
Okay, so my episode specifically got a lot of backlash. A lot of people was like, oh, like they're messy, but of course when you're filming on a set, a lot of stuff is cut. So the first bachelor that came when everybody said that I didn't know exactly what I was talking about, I didn't pop my balloon. My balloon was popped for me, but it was right before the cameras got to me. So I was like,
who popped the balloon? Who was the balloon?
It was Tokyo. Tokyo's not here. Yeah. So I guess that kind of grouped me with like the messy stuff that was going on. But shout out to Jalen. cool, dressed nice. It was so much behind the scenes going on.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So one of our cast members that was talking to someone that was the Bachelor was a real estate agent. I don't know if you remember that. And he was basically saying that if you're a real estate agent,
Ashy
you're...
ankles?
Huh?
Ashy ankles?
Ashy ankles is crazy. Oh, ashy ankle.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. And who are you referencing? You got to put a name on it.
The realtor you were talking about.
Oh, the realtor. Okay, so the realtor. Okay, wow.
We don't remember his name.
I don't remember.
Jalen.
Jalen. Yeah. So Jalen. So yes. So Jalen. A lot of people were saying, or Damien exactly was saying that Jalen was a liar because he's a real estate agent, and it seemed like you agreed to that based off the clips that we had. Do you still feel the same today? Talking to you, Valentine.
I never said that the real estate agents were liars.
You didn't say that, but the body language and you were nodding your head, and a lot of the comments were feeling, since you were unsure, that you were agreeing with Damien. Let's take a quick look at that. Can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
You said you did real estate?
Yes.
Real estate brokers are liars. And then you said deceptive, so everything about you just naturally came off as inauthentic.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't know me, but that's
the point.
Perception is fine, yeah.
So I just wanted you kind of to give some more clarity on that. Do you feel like real estate agents are liars, or do you feel like,
I don't feel like real estate agents are liars. Do I feel like real estate agents are good with deception? Yes, because that's their job. They have to upsell, like their properties. But, some people use their skills to their advantage with certain things. So, I mean, if that's how he said it, if I nodded in agreement, that's how I,
So what did he say?
thought.
I want to know.
Well, he just said that real estate agents are liars. Yeah. And I was like, I kind of gave like a...
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I'm guessing real estate agents could be good liars, yes, but in general, not, to a relationship standpoint.
All right. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Ricky, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
Good. So Ricky, you also faced some backlash on the season. A lot of people were feeling that you were very pro-masculine, and you criticized a lot of people that have feminine traits. Martez turned his head a little bit. How do you feel about that? Can you clear that up with anything, or?
Okay. Well, I knew this was coming. But I'm happy that you did ask because, I did want to clear this up. I mean, not at one moment did I want to come on the show and kind of down talk or kind of group feminine guys. Like, I love feminine guys. I'm just not romantically. So these was more so like my preferences. I think it would kind of was taken out of context. Like, I didn't mean to kind of just, I don't know, it was, I didn't try to give that, basically. It just was, it definitely came out wrong, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I love feminine guys. It's just like my preferences, like romantically, that's just what it is. It wasn't for me, yeah.
And that's fine.
Sure.
It's totally fine with that. Okay, cool. Did you have anything that you wanted to say?
2 seconds, America. Why do we live in such a hyper-masculine world? Not even a hyper-masculine, but it's very sensitive. Because it's like, no matter like what you're attracted to, you get backlash for it. Some people like feminine men. Some people like masculine men. It is what it is. Like, why is that such a bad thing?
I'm gonna ask you a question because I know you personally, and I also seen your for the first episode and our episode. I feel like you should be the last person to make that statement because that entire episode, the energy that you gave Jalen and Martez was very pro-masculine, was very like, oh, I'm not dating girls. You were one of those people
I
to
like
box
men,
in
but what I'm
feminine.
saying is, why is there such a backlash on the type of person that you like? Like, I love feminine men, I love masculine men, but like as a friend. But when it comes to romantically, I like masculine men. Why is that such a problem? Like, there's no put down to feminine men. I get like, no, wait, but I get like masculine men are what the one guy said, fantasized or this, that, and third, whatever. But like as a gay man, I like men, so I want a man. It's not nothing saying that masculine or feminine is better or whatever, vice versa. You're saying if you want, I have a preference. That is so crazy to me.
Well, hold on. Let's
crazy.
Onyx say something because Onyx had something that he wants to put in.
See, here's the thing with that is that because we are under, and I know I got like limited time, so I'm gonna be as quick as I can. We are under the patriarchy. So of course, this obsession with masculinity is really coming from a Eurocentric version of masculinity that's put on us to where it's like we are put in cages. Like we have to allow for black men, be you straight, homosexual, pansexual, bisexual, queer, whatever you want to identify as, you can express yourself and you don't have to box yourself in. Whether you are a femme gem, yes, that is trademarked, or you are masculine. It's like, okay, whatever, but it's like allow people to be who they are. Don't make somebody feel like when you're with them you have to like box them in. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they have to be boxed in a relationship. I have to be a certain way out in the world, yes, but when I'm with you, I should be able to be whoever I am, and you're still gonna love me regardless. Versus me feeling like I have to pretend in order to keep your attraction. That's all.
But why can't that just be a friendship, like romantically? Why can't I have a preference? Why my friend can be feminine or my friend be masculine and you be yourself and this, that, and third, but I just don't want to have. I don't want to.
I think people have
like,
a backlash to it because when you express that preference of what you are abstaining to or what you don't like, but then you also display that, it's like, how can you have an aversion to something that
not
you
like
are?
What you are.
Exactly. How can you not like something
woman,
that you
but
are?
I can still like women.
Okay, so
I'm not feminine, but I can still like feminine men. I'm not masculine, I can still like masculine men.
So
Like,
if you do not like feminine men, but you are feminine, how can you have that aversion
it's
if
not
that's
about you? It's about what you like. That is so crazy to me. I don't have to like who.
But it goes back to how you communicate that.
I don't have to want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
In a relationship with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should love yourself, yes. But
I don't think the people. I don't think that's what they were saying. I think they were saying how you communicated that to people. That's what they had a problem with.
Like,
nobody's saying that you cannot, like masculine or like feminine.
Neil
It's how
just
you
had a
communicate
conversation.
that.
Like, I love him for who he is. We can be cool, we can be friends. But when it's come down to fucking, he can't fuck me. I'm not gonna fuck him.
Martez, did you want to say anything
You know
really
what I'm saying?
quick
Like,
to that, or
he's fashionable, he's cool, he's handsome, fine, sexy, whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, like, in the long run, when we're at the wedding bells, it won't be him. So therefore, let's be cool. Like, that's the thing about
like more so of a masculine.
Exactly, but that's the thing about like homosexual relationships or just gays in general. When something don't work out with a person, or if we get to that talking stage and it don't work out, we don't have to be enemies. It's not saying that I don't like you. It's not saying that you too gay for me or you too feminine for me. It's not saying none of that. I just don't see you as my partner. I just don't see you. I just don't see us. That is literally it. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That is literally it.
Jakari, you had something that you wanted to say?
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
On this whole thing, I know you mentioned like the patriarchy and all the Eurocentric stuff. Like, I just want to speak to like the black experience for a second, like the black culture, where we come from. I know a lot of us have experienced like people who are hyper masculine in our families saying, you got to act like this, do this. Even if you gay, don't look gay. I don't want to know it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that goes back to that. And of course, people who decide to express themselves in a way that's more feminine, kind of opposing to that whole idea, then it's going to kind of be like, well, damn, you hate me, but I'm trying to be myself. But then it's also like, you represent exactly what I'm trying to not be pigeonholed as, so my family can love me, so I can be accepted by my community. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff kind of, it conflicts with people, but I think at the end of the day, I think we all just need to give each other grace. And that goes on both sides. Like, if you somebody that feels like you don't want to date somebody, give them grace. At the end of the day, that's still a man. Like, it's been some of the most feminine men in the world that, you know what I'm saying, you will look or have an experience with them. It's like, damn, where the fuck that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. So just give people grace. And also people that's not with the feminine thing, like, even if you feel like it's self-hated, this, that, and the third, people are living. We are creatures of habit. If that's what we learn, that's what we're going to do. You know? So just give each other grace, you know? That's it. That's all I have.
Jakari, since we're already on you, you were also on the show and one of the fan favorites. A lot of people liked you. You're a father to a baby girl, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you still searching for love now?
Realistically, like I feel like I'm really a loving person. Like I am that person that always picture my life with my person and my child and this, that, and the third. And I kind of have that with my child. I'm working in the field I want to work in, working towards my goals. Right now, I just kind of need like that, not need, but it would be nice to have that person, So my eyes are open, but realistically, like over the summer and then like, the duration of doing the show and stuff, I decided to like try to date again. And I've been on a few dates and I ain't gonna say I'm burnt out, but like I've also been going through a lot of personal stuff, like some, losses and stuff in the family. So I'm just like right now, I'm open to it, but like I'm not giving it as much energy as I did before. Like, I'm outside scoping. I'm trying to no. I'm chilling.
How do people typically react when you tell them that you have a child or when you explain your sexuality?
That's a great question. I actually told my friends that nobody was gonna pick me because of that before I came, because like I've already tried to like be, like proactive in like the dating scene or whatever the case may be, and that's always what I get. Either I get to a certain point with a person where they're like, I want to be the most important. I want to, because they want to court a person, we in our 20s or 30s or whatever. They don't want to think about, you got a kid or like that's the most important situation in your life. That always is like just like on the shows, like first thing people say is like, oh, I want you to take care of your baby. Like, you feel me? Like that's always what niggas say, and I'm just like, I had one person literally tell me like I want to be like that person. That's why like now it's like I see what it is, even if they paint it as whatever the it's like you just don't want to deal with that right now, and that's cool. I've always been the type that wanted a kid. That's me.
Be honest,
so,
just say I don't want to deal with that right now instead of trying to deflect it and.
Either way, I'm gonna read it regardless. It's cool as long as you tell me you ain't with it. I don't care. It really doesn't matter. I think that the person that I end up with, or whatever the case may be, will be somebody that's like open to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've dated people that was like really, like, oh, okay, cool. Like whatever point down the line when I meet your child, I'm open to building a relationship or being whatever the case. Because she's 10, so it's gonna be like another 10 years or so where she still needs that support or whatever. And if I'm with somebody, eventually we're gonna be, like that's my baby. Period. So. Have a long few months, a year, like, are you open to that? Okay. So,
well, thank you for sharing. Is anybody on set open to dating someone with a child? I'm just curious. You have? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, well, moving on, we have Trey here. Hey, Trey, how are you feeling today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us today. And you're from Ohio? Indiana. I don't know why I always feel like you're from Ohio for some reason.
I don't know nothing about Ohio now. Come on with it. Yeah, let's go.
So, Trey Sean, your match and the fans were really rooting for you guys. They really loved you and your match. How's that going?
So it's not. No, Milan is a really nice guy. After the filming, we kicked it. We even went on a double date with Sirius and Onyx. Which went good. I wasn't there for all the heat and the kicking out of the cars and stuff, but our date went good. But it just, on my end at least, I can't speak for Milan because he's not here. But on my end, it was more of I didn't see it going past a friendship or anything like that. And I'm also, if I can admit to it, I'm not the best communicator. So I didn't keep that communication up. But I do want to say that I attribute that to, if I was more interested, I would have been more intentional with my courting, because that's the type of person I am. And I just had to realize that if I'm not that interested, I'm not that intentional. So.
Okay, well, at least accountability. You recognize what you like and what you don't like, instead of wasting people's time, because I feel like a lot of us, that's what we do. We waste people's time, which is very interesting because I feel like you guys had a really great dynamic after the show. You guys were like sitting in the back, chatting it up. I didn't even know you guys went on a date or a double date, so it's unfortunate that you guys didn't work out. I know that Prince Onyx asked if you would like to crack his eggs on the show. Oh. How did that moment make you feel? Because we found out that you guys were friends.
Yeah, that's a man.
Let's move right here. So, can you let him know your name, age, and why you kept your balloon?
So, hey everybody, it's your good guy here, Prince Onyx, and plot twist. I know him. So, around I kept my balloon because I'm getting these eggs cracked one way or another. So, yeah. Okay, because get it big sexy every time I do my dance.
This is what I'm about to say to that.
I did not see that part. Have the eggs been cracked?
So my friend is eccentric. My friend is crazy. So I didn't feel no type of way about it. So all the comments talking about he ruined me or he sabotaged me, I didn't feel no type of way about that because here's the thing. If anybody was paying attention to that segment, you would have peeped my energy to that comment. It never gave we had sex. It never gave that there was anything between us. So if you took that out of context, you wanted to take that out of context. Now, it doesn't matter. My thing is,
no, it matters.
people wanted me to shut my friend down in a aggressive way. But if this is my friend, it's not going to be an aggressive way. Even if he was serious or not about trying to shoot his shot, I'm going to let my friend down gently. I don't know where y'all come from. If y'all going to tell y'all friend, shut the f up, I don't want you, nigga. Pop. Like, nah. It was going to be, nah, we're cool. We just friends. And I feel like people wanted me to shut him down aggressively, and that wasn't going to happen. And if you wanted that to happen, you wasn't the match for me, and there's no love lost. But I will recognize how it could be perceived. So I'm not saying that they were wrong in their reaction, just that I wasn't going to give them the reaction they wanted.
Well, it seems like you were pointing at Prada, and since we're already about to head to Prada, it seems like you had a hard trouble or a hard time fathoming that Prince Onyx and Trey were friends on the show because you were interested in Trey at first. You did keep your balloon. And let's play that clip really quick.
Community we come from, like getting my eggs cracked regardless or not.
But are you, because we're friends and he made that comment, what are you saying?
I was just no longer interested. It was a turn off. It seems like,
a turn off on his part or my part?
On my part.
On your part?
Yeah, I was turned off.
Okay.
Because of the friend saying that he knew him.
Yeah, if y'all friends, why is eggs being cracked? They go to show right there that I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Well, he said he didn't crack his
But
egg.
when I said that I wasn't trying to, did that make you?
Yeah, it's all false.
There's no. Okay, cool.
I can read between the lines. I crack eggs, so I know what's going on.
Oh. Can you tell us a little bit why you actually popped your balloon?
Well, like you said, he not from where I'm from. Where I'm from, we get straight to the point. I'm letting my friend down cold. You're not cracking my eggs if you're my friend, period. And that's what I meant. They were down there, they were kikiing and doing whatever they're doing. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, which is why I did not pop my balloon. But I'm not cracking none of my friends' eggs. I don't care. Like, that's just that. And that's how I'm giving it up. I'm going to be blunt about it. He want to let him down gently? I'm going to let you down. I give it up. From Chicago. Pop.
Onyx, you have something you want to say?
I just want to say, look, to know me is to know that I am a jokester. I am the Prince of Gotham. Yes, I am the distant cousin, twice, if not thrice removed from the Joker. I like to joke with my friends, okay? Like, if you can't take a joke, that's unfortunate. But it was just a joke. It was my first time on this show, and I just wanted to give people a moment, give people a meme, give people a vibe. I'm a damn good time.
You did exactly what you were supposed to do. I didn't pop the balloon on you. I did on him.
No, I get that. So it's unfortunate that like people did feel like, oh, you set your friend up. It's like I ain't set my. I am not one of them I am not one of the people who like to backdoor folks. I mean, that's another type of backdoor action. But anyway, see right there. So it's like I wasn't trying to set my friend up. I was just joking, and to see the reaction, I'm just like, damn, like he could have actually had a different match, but it still worked out in the end. So yeah, that's all.
Okay. So Prada, my question to you is are cracking eggs still on the menu for you?
Are they?
What?
Because you said you crack eggs too, so I'm trying to figure out what that meant.
I am definitely still out here cracking eggs because I am single. But I am not looking for love. And I'm actually still out here trying to find something to scramble.
Okay. So, Prada, I have another follow-up question for you. We've had a poly couple on the show, on the season. You definitely kept your balloon for them. Hello, can you let us know your name and why you popped your balloon today?
Hello, my name is Prada. I think both of you guys are super duper attractive. However, y'all are super young for me. And once I heard that y'all was looking for something serious, kind of went out the box. I definitely would have been down to play, but I'm not looking for anything serious.
That's fair. Right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to join us today because due to work. They were supposed to be here. Would you still be interested in a poly relationship?
I was never interested in a poly relationship, which is why I popped my balloon. I told them that I was here for fun. Like I
Okay.
said, I'm still out here trying to scramble some.
So just nothing serious at all. Just pure fun.
Just pure fun.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify. Thank you
So
for
you
that.
don't feel like that may have been a misrepresentation of the show if you was just here for fun? Or even if you popped on me for my friend's comment, if you was just here for fun, what would my friend's comment have to do with you having fun?
I'm not dealing with nobody that's dealing with their friend.
But
period.
you're not looking for serious love. You're just looking for to scramble some eggs. Okay, but we're talking about if he's here to just scramble eggs and have fun, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Exactly. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, maybe if we being blunt, maybe it was the friend. I don't want to scramble Onyx eggs, so he's not welcome. There you go.
Damn, I can't even. Damn, I
can just say one thing.
Damn.
It's so many.
Hold on.
Many eggs out here that can be scrambled. Why are you scrambling your friends? I agree.
Oh Jesus, y'all are okay. I'm sorry, y'all are really.
Hold on, let's pause it real quick.
Y'all, it was a joke. Me and my friend, look, I don't hunch my friends. It was just a joke. Again, to know me is to know I like to joke. Am I really expecting him to crack my eggs? No, but am I expecting to crack one of y'all eggs? Absolutely, but that's another conversation. Anyway. So it's like, baby, I crack jokes with my friends. I'm not trying to really crack this eggs, and I ain't trying to expect him to crack mine. It was a joke, y'all. Jesus Christ. I feel like it's like joke head. It's kind of flying over
Definitely
motherfuckers.
was a joke.
Like,
It wasn't
look, it's
serious.
flying
It was a
over
joke.
people.
It was flying.
But you
It
never
was a
answered
joke,
like,
and I
did
feel
it
like,
happen?
okay.
Did it happen though?
No, absolutely it didn't happen. Me and him
He
did
just
not.
said it didn't happen. It never happened. It was just a joke.
Right, because he said it didn't matter. So I was confused.
Well, let's go ahead and move on.
You said it didn't matter.
Unless it's something that you want to address.
No, I want to say I never said it didn't matter. I just said in the context of popping. Now, like I said, like everybody's seen, like America's seen, when he made his comment, I said, no, thank you. I'm not interested. We're just friends. Now, any sane person would have heard that. I'm like, they're just friends and would have moved on. But that's just my opinion. I'm going to respect everybody for their opinion, though.
Yes.
That's
I just respect Prada for his as well, because I'm not cracking nothing that's been cracked that's like that.
It was stated on the show that I'm not cracking it.
Okay, I didn't know what was stated, but I'm not cracking. Look at the egg. Look at the egg.
So moving on, Jaquin, how are you feeling?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. A little taken back.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, Jaquin, you were definitely another fan favorite on the show, but a lot of people were confused with you. They said that you stayed all the way towards the end, but you broke hearts with Titus. Why did you keep your balloon and then eventually pop your balloon for Titus?
So Titus, for the nature of the show, it does give that, but only because I feel like the universe will work how it should work. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the show, I would not pop the balloon at all. 1, 2, 3 times.
Wait, so if you would pop it outside of the show, why pop it inside the show?
Because, so I do want to be present for what we are here doing. I do appreciate what we are here doing. I want to give, everybody a fair chance.
Okay, you want to see the other.
If you was like the last one, boom, I seen you in the last show.
So you're saying he just wasn't good enough?
So I do want to clear that up, and I did bring Titus flowers because I did want to give him his flowers. They really did eat me up in the comments about that. It wasn't about my lack of interest for Titus. For the show, I did want to just stay on and just see how the show was supposed to go. I didn't want to miss out, so I will be honest. It was fear of missing out. So I did still connect with Titus. After the show, we did still talk. And my match and I, we are friends, but we didn't match further than 2 days after the show. So it wasn't, I don't think I was the bad guy in that situation. I was just trying to weigh my options, that's all.
Okay. Also, Jaquin, you walked off set when Wade came on, correct?
I did.
A lot of the fans in the comments were just not happy. They thought that was just very disrespectful. Can you tell the fans a little bit why you did what you did and the reasoning why behind that? Okay, nice. And how was South Africa?
Well, we've all read a history textbook. You know, it was cute.
Okay, nice. Well, what are you exactly?
I think it was off-putting to people because he was the first Caucasian person on the show. And then somebody walked off before me. I walked off after hearing him make a comment. So there was a question asked, how was it being raised in Africa? And the response was, well, you've read the textbooks. So when I heard that, instead of me getting out of character, because I felt like I was carrying myself with grace the whole show, I was trying to be respectful, I decided to walk off, because what I know from the textbook versus whatever he was speaking on are two different things. Lived experience versus history, for him, two different things. And I didn't want to get into that, so I just decided to walk off.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that. I just wanted to clarify that up for the audience here. I don't have any other questions for Wade because Wade obviously isn't here with us today. So just moving on. All right, guys, don't you go anywhere because we'll be right back. Well, welcome back, you guys. So we're about to close out the reunion for today, and I wanted to bring some special cast members back onto the reunion for today. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them out. Let's go ahead and bring out Ken, Sean, Davion, Devin, and Jason. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. How are you feeling, Ken?
I'm feeling good.
Good. Well, since you already have the mic, I'm going to go ahead and just dive right into it. You were very controversial for the season. A lot of people, or a lot of the fans, gave you a lot of backlash on the show. We actually have a clip here when you came onto the show and just started popping everyone balloons. Let's take a look.
But this time, we really here looking for love, and hopefully it's somebody out there, because I don't want to bust no balloons. Before we start, thank you.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Pop it for me. I like you, but I know him.
I said I ain't want to bust
Wait. I said I ain't want to bust none. They pissed me off. I said I didn't want to bust none, Rio.
All right, so Ken, you didn't want. You said you didn't want to bust any balloons.
Okay. This is how it was. So the whole thing of how it was this. It was a day already. Hearing the whole situation, how they were going about with, the cattiness, and for me being on episode 1, when like they took the science fair project thing wrong, what I said.
Okay, so we got about 3 people that popped their balloons. So we're gonna see why they popped their balloons. So follow me over here.
We didn't even gotta go that far. I just ain't got time for no science fair experiments and shit. You just experimenting for you ain't been in it long enough, boo. Next person.
Then where you come from?
Where I came
You
from?
look like a science experiment.
Looks are very deceiving.
Oh, they can be.
Yeah, because that was a big thing. Even I had people come to me, oh, you talking about science fair project? No, the thing is with me, I know who I am as a person. He was still kind of finding himself, and I don't need a guy who's trying to find himself.
Are you talking about episode 1 with
episode 1 with the first guy? So I'm breaking it back,
okay.
and I'm gonna take
Okay.
it back,
Okay.
then take it to where we need to get it to, because it all leads up to where it's going. So the guy episode 1 was, I said, a science fair project, meaning like you really don't know what you want, you just testing to see what you want and what you like. Like I said, I have 3 kids. I only mess with guys. I don't deal with girls, so I know what I want. I don't need you to want to date me, then shit, 2 days later, you find Becky down the street and you want to, like, that's too much interjection, too much salivas and all that. I don't got time for that. So when I say a science fair project, meaning like you want to experiment, that's cool, that's fine. Yeah, but not with me. Not with me.
But
I don't want it.
Why don't you think he was comfortably bisexual?
That can be fine, but guess what? Like I said, I know what I like and I know what I want. I don't want a man who's bisexual. I don't want that. It's to
That's
each
just
his
your
own.
preference.
It's cool.
Right.
Your preference is your preference, and that's why I said when you come out and be transparency and tell somebody what you want from the jump, they either gonna accept it or not accept it. And that's the thing with a lot of people. They like to hide. They want to keep it behind who they really are as a person. If you bring a person as who you are as a person at the beginning, either they gonna f with you or not. They either gonna say yes or no. It's not that hard of a situation.
He was on a platform with thousands, hundreds, millions of people.
And he said what he said. He said, "I'm." Keyword. The first thing he said is, "I'm newly into this."
Right, he's newly.
Newly means newly.
did
I'm
identify
not
that he
newly
was
into
newly.
this. I don't need someone who's newly into something.
He was late to the start. He was late to
yeah,
the-
you trying to
late to
start
the
it.
thing.
You want to start a kid. I'm not that. Hell no, I didn't.
I know, that's why we're here. He was a science experiment.
I don't want no experiment. Like, and that's what it was. It wasn't calling him a science fair experiment, but it's like you really don't know. So you're really kind of experimenting in situations. And then, like I said, I have 3 kids. I'm a father, so it's a lot that goes into it. The same way like he is. He's a father. It's a lot that goes into that with dating as well. That a lot of people think like give us backlash, but it's not how we're trying to come across. But it's a lot of things that we still try to protect as well as being fathers and active fathers. It was not him being new to the scene, but the first thing he said that made me give me that I'm newly into this. Meaning you're newly into dating guys, or if he would have even been
still trying to figure himself out a little bit.
Even if he's been to a place like I'm newly being open to this and not being DL, give me something more to go off to other than I'm new to this, because I'm not new to this.
So you don't have nothing against bisexual.
I don't have nothing against bisexual. I have 3 kids, so I can't say I'm against people being bisexual. But at the same time, but you not. I'm not against it. You being bisexual. I don't want a bisexual man. If you want a nigga, you want a nigga and he a bitch or something, that's cool. No, I said I'm not. I'm not mad at him being that. You can be whatever you want to be.
His preference is that he
It's
just
not
don't
my
want to date a
preference.
bisexual.
Like
man.
it's not what I want. Yes, I'm not bisexual. No, I only fuck
Some
guys.
people
I
have their
had
kids and call it a
already.
kid.
No, I only fuck with guys. Huh? Pardon me? Yeah, you talk. What?
Did you used to be bisexual?
I was new to it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna waste no one time. I came out and like I just stated before, I told somebody who I was from the jump, and either you gonna fuck with it or not. 10 times out of 10, they gonna fuck with me regardless. Not saying no cocky shit, but still, it's just what it is. So
He was always gay. He just had some.
Hold on. We have Devin here. Devin, would you like to contest to that?
yeah. Spark something up and y'all you're bringing me out. Damn. Okay, let's talk now. Let's talk.
I was just gonna say, where does the optimism come in at? You know, you had an intro of newly being exposed to talking to guys and the same thing. So where does that generosity come to somebody else who's trying to ease themselves into the process?
Great question. And you know what? I don't have time for that. I stated that what I said. I know what I want. I'm at that age now. I'm not young. I'm not in my 20s. I'm not in my 20s. I'm in my 30s. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to play house. I don't got time to build a nigga. I ain't got time to let you go through your shit. I don't have time for that. I don't. I did that, played that game already. No, I'm not doing it no more. I did that shit in my 20s. I'm in my 30s. I'm grown. I'm to a whole nother level. If you're not where I want you to be, and that's the problem. Why is it a problem that I like what I like? Why is it a problem that I feel the way I feel?
Y'all heard what he said?
Like you give no, because you was on the fence, off the fence, got back on the fence. So you don't even know what you want to seem like. But we gonna get back to you at another time. But like I'm saying, it was more so on what I'm saying though. But no, it's really that. It's really that though. Like I was on the fence, but it's the problem with what I like.
Let's hold off on that question because I actually want to ask you a couple things as well. If you can pass the mic to Sean. Sean, how are you feeling today?
I'm great.
Good. So, Sean, you were a sweetheart on the show. A lot of people were liking you as well. I wish that you could have came back as one of the bachelors, unfortunately. But, we have you here for the reunion. Is there anything that you would like to share with the fans or anything that you might want to come back to with what Ken said?
I do want to address you. You said earlier that you want a man that's already ready. I don't think you're ready.
Oh, you think I'm ready for what?
A man.
Oh.
Like a man or a relationship, it's a difference.
Both.
Oh, that's cool too. Cause why you said that?
I tried to help.
The reason why I say that is because.
Are you saying you're engaged? Is that the?
I got a bunch of rings and we can't see the one.
Oh. We can show the real
I didn't even
one.
see that one.
So when did you get engaged, Ken?
Wait.
I didn't get engaged yesterday, but
or did you bring the ring for the show? But let's be honest.
I don't just buy props.
Oh.
But in the day, like I said,
Clock
it's
it.
you're saying that why? Now, what you say? Why you feel like I'm not ready? But like I said once before, I have given people. I've been in that state. That's one thing y'all keep on trying to. Whatever. I've been there already. How old are you? 25. I'm 37 years old. Some of the stuff you already see it or I didn't been did. I've been saw this. That's what I'm saying. I don't have time to go back and backtrack and do steps that I've already been doing. Some things I've already overcome. Some things I don't want to go back to. Some things I already said I would never do again. So why is that a problem that I don't want to be in a situation with a person? If that's what you wanted me to match me with, that's cool, but that's not what I wanted. Everybody has their own opinions and want what they want, and that's what that is.
Not speaking on the show, but in general, you know, different people bring different experiences. So sometimes you got to give the benefit of the doubt, because that might just be your blessing that you blocking because the last person f***ed you over. Just saying.
It was not but once again, it's
You
not
feel
about
like you can
liking
nurture
a
something to
blessing.
be,
I don't
like,
want.
amazing.
I don't have kids. I'm not nurturing no grown ass. It's just that I
wasn't talking about the man, but
I'm just
I hate
saying.
you.
No, I'm just saying in general, because it
Just in
goes.
general.
It always goes back to that, because that's the root of this conversation, right or wrong. We're gonna keep it where the main topic is. We talking about dating and we talking about popping the balloons, but that was the whole first episode. Anyway, we going to the second one. So the thing of the second one, why I popped the balloons, some of those people who are anything, yeah, I know I came out, I just popped the balloons, boom, 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 boom. People, oh, why he think he this and that? It wasn't that, but some of those people, yeah, I had dealings with, or I did stuff with, or stuff like that. So I'm not gonna act like I still want to be with you, because if that was the case, we both wouldn't be on this pop balloon show, and if we did a little 1-2 step already. So let's just be real. Let's keep this shit funky. I don't want you. If you wanted me, I do apologize, and I didn't give you a chance to hold your balloon. No, I'm gonna pop your shit. And
That's
that was
fair.
just that.
That's fair. Well, thank you for that. Devin, I have some questions for you. We can go ahead and pass the mic to Devin. Devin, thank you for joining us today. How are you feeling today?
I'm good, and you?
Good. Devin, you were also a fan favorite of the show. A lot of people kept their balloons for you for your episode particularly. How does that make you feel?
I want to say it does make me feel good. The fact that, let's say, we're not taking the persona of, let's say, how I look, and more of the, let's say, the dynamic of what else you may have to offer before we kind of engage into further conversation from there.
And you didn't match with anyone on your episode, correct? Did you have your eye on anyone for your episode specifically that you might have wanted, or?
I had my eye on one person. I can't remember his name. I can't say, and this is not shade to him, I promise. He did look like a transformer. But it was cute. The outfit, the yellow and black leather.
Oh, are you talking about? Are you talking about October?
Yes.
Why you saying like a transformer? I know
Okay. So you had your eye on Bumblebee. I mean, on October.
Yep.
But unfortunately, like did you try your shot at least, or?
I did, and I made it to I want to say the last 3, and my balloon got popped because of my zodiac sign. So
that seemed very
I'm a
popular on the
Capricorn.
show.
Cool. Oh my God.
All right, well, let's pivot. Let's go ahead and pivot over to Davion. Davion, thank you for joining us today. Davion, what are some of your takebacks from your episode?
Well, I had a lot of fun on my episode, and it was like one person that I did kind of want to address though, and it was a guy about the whole oh, they must not be freaks little situation.
You're a freak too.
Oh, they can be a freak.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they ain't freaks.
Well, let's go ahead and ask the guys why they popped.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best. I love him on the show. I guess he freak I'm sorry.
Now listen, when he came out already, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wanted to pop my balloon off the rip because it wasn't my type, based off of a visual. Yeah, but I didn't want to be that person because I already knew what the backlash was gonna be oh, blah, 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 all that. So I'm gonna hit the dude out, and then he come with that, and then tell myself, oh, y'all must not be freaks. Bro, you bogus as hell for real. And that's really all I wanted to address. And then the couple too, I'm still kind of looking for y'all a little bit.
Well, they were supposed to be on the show today, but unfortunately, or come to the reunion today, but they had to work. But I mean, they still are. From what from what I heard, they're still looking for someone, but they're looking for someone serious. So if you're gonna hit them up,
and I got something on. I got something for Scotty. Hold on, because y'all try to come for Scotty in them comments. First of all, Scotty is who he was talking about.
Exactly.
Looking for the freaks. Scotty. So, we going to call him by his name. We going to call him Scotty. 2, if y'all ain't noticed, that man has done a lot of work on his body. That man, his weight is down. He's looking good. And that might have been where he was at that moment, but he is somewhere else now. So, we ain't going to do too much on my friend right there.
Give it up for Scotty.
We ain't going to do too much.
Basically, you defended him because you can relate.
I'm defending him because I'm defending him.
So speaking of that, Trey, I know that you were on the show and you said that you were on your lost weight journey, that you had lost 65 pounds on the last episode, which congrats to you. How is that going for you? Are you still on your journey to that?
Yes, I am. I don't eat a lot of sugar stuff. I still go to the gym. I'm still trying to just maintain and just keep it off of me. So, I mean, if you ever seen where I was to where I am now, I ain't going back. Like, I ain't going back. So,
well, I love that for you. I just wanted to compliment you and give you a
Appreciate
love for that. All right, so let's pivot to Jason. Jason. Hey, Jason, thank you for joining us today. I know, Jason, that you also matched with someone that lives in LA. And so we wanted to get some feedback on that. Are you guys still dating, talking? What's going on? And where are they today?
A joke.
Javante, he's also a fellow Scorpio. No, unfortunately, we're not talking. He actually ghosted me after 3 days, so I was a little butthurt, but I understand. As
ghosted you after 3 days?
Yeah.
Like nothing? Like still haven't heard from him at all?
Well, he stopped talking to me altogether, which I respected. He doesn't have to give me an answer. I've only known him for a few hours, so. And as a fellow Scorpio, if we don't go with our intuition, we normally regret it. So I left it at that. I was at peace with it. But then he ended up hitting me up, obviously because production hit him up for filming, and I didn't know who he was because I deleted the number.
Oh. Scorpio being in their feelings a little bit, so.
And I just said, "Who is this?" And his response was, "Oh, wow, you don't know who I am." And I was thrown off by that energy. I felt disrespected because I was like, bro, we met off this amazing opportunity. You know, we chopped it up. You stopped talking to me. I was tagging you in the video, calling you superstar. Hey, you ready? We had set a date to meet. And nothing, and I was okay with that. So,
did you really like him? Like, were you really interested in trying to get to know him?
I was illuminated by him. I thought he was
like that. I got
stunning.
that energy on the show.
I thought he was stunning. His energy is potent. I thought he was a vibe. I still think he's a vibe. I think he's a beautiful person. I was able to see, unbeknownst to me, two of the bachelors that were.
Might be missing out on your blessings.
Unbeknownst to me, two of the bachelors that were here were also his friends. So when we went on our date, we didn't do anything too extravagant. We just went to like a little coney and chopped it up because it was 4 of us. I obviously wanted just a long time with him. So, I mean, he's beautiful. Yeah, I wish him the best. I think it's something personal.
Well, I'm sorry that didn't work out, but thank you.
We're gonna find you somebody.
Yeah, we're gonna find you somebody. Yeah, we're gonna find you somebody. You seem like a sweet person. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll be right back into our last segment. We're gonna go ahead and just do an open discussion, get some feedback, and yeah, we'll be right back. There was a lot of twists and turns on this season for season 1, and a lot of guys felt very optimistic about love, but a lot of guys were downplaying others based off of masculinity and femininity. We're going to get into a group discussion talking about the highs and the lows for season 1, so let's get right into it. So we're back with our group discussion. We have the full lovely cast of the fan favorites here for the season 1 of Full of Love or Pop the Balloon. And so I just wanted to get a little bit more in depth about, how you guys felt about the show. Anything that you might want to address or talk about. I started the show basically because I wanted us to showcase queer love and us being able to match with one another and also be able to throw a little shade and fun as well, but be able to express yourself, I think that definitely what we said earlier, a lot of people feel like masculinity is currency. And I definitely feel the same way. And I feel like this season really portrayed that. A lot of people popped their balloons based off of how people presented themselves or how people acted or how they sound or whatever the case may be. And I think that us as a community can be very shallow at times. And so how do you guys feel about that?
Well, for my episode in particular, like I said, I do feel like I tried to give everybody grace. I held my balloon for a while. I tried to listen to everybody. That is one of the comments that I read a lot and got from people like, oh, you carried yourself so well, you spoke so well. And I did that intentionally because I wanted to kind of change the narrative of how we are viewed. Although on multiple episodes it wasn't the case, I mean, I still think that I did my part at least. Like, they saying I was the bad guy in the comments. I don't think I was the bad guy. I think I'm the only person here that still does talk to their match. So.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Still talking to the match. Still talking to the match. Anybody?
As I was saying earlier, like when it comes to like the masculine and the feminine thing, I feel as though like in our community now, masculinity is so limited. Like you don't see a whole lot of masculine men. And then when coming out, even when you're masculine, you find yourself. You find your feminine traits. You become, you know, like, oh, comfortable within yourself to show your side and all of this. So the masculinity has died down, which is why it's so exclusive, which is why it's so fantasized. But from me and knowing who I am and to my community, I just think that y'all should have an open mind and give people grace, as he said, and understand that we are gay, we are men, and sometimes, like I said earlier, the feminine man could be more masculine than a man any day. So give him a chance. Understand who you are, be comfortable within yourself, look at who in front of you, and don't judge them. Give them a chance.
I actually want to piggyback off that as well. I feel like from a, let's say, a trauma perspective, these are some things that we don't think about when we're, you know, looking at somebody, when we're dissecting how we feel about a person, right? I feel like sometimes when it, and not in everybody's case, right? When it comes to somebody being a little bit more feminine than others, that's them really given that opportunity to showcase themselves in an opportunity they never had before. They couldn't do that at home. They couldn't do that around their dad. They couldn't do that around their family. So that was something that actually gave them that outreach and to really be themselves. And then when they go out and look for a partner and look for somebody to be with, it then comes to be another challenge that somebody else does not look at their appearance. And to your point, with the masculinity dying down, that then makes it even harder because now we're in a community full of people who are all looking for the same thing, are all looking for the same person, and not trying to be realistic about our perceptions of somebody else. Because they can be masculine, but they could be an asshole at the end of the day. You never know what they got going on at home. You never know what their living situation is. So that's just my 2 cents.
Thank you. Valentino, you had something you want to add?
Yeah, going back into that, I feel like us as gay men, I feel like we are supposed to be the people to break those like gender norms and so I feel like to say things like, oh, Lord, like that's girly or that's not, like that's not manly, when at the end of the day we're like 2 men and still trying to find those gender norms. Like that's literally what sets us apart as people is the fact that we flow in between things that society portrays as conventionally masculine and feminine. I don't really get it. I don't really have a preference as far as like finding somebody more masculine and feminine. And I could also clear up what happened in my episode with Martez. I never said Martez was not attractive. I love Martez. Martez is a beautiful person, in and out. We've met, we've talked. I just said that I was not romantically attracted. I did not see, that was it.
So one thing that I do want to kind of speak on, having now been on the show and just like looking back, so coming on the show, I kind of was, so I do have my preferences, and it's like, okay, if you're not this, this, and that, like I can't be with you. And now just looking back, I kind of, like taking a step back, I could see now that I'm more open to like seeing other people that don't necessarily meet like the things that I was looking for at first. Now I'm more open-minded, definitely. I definitely grown since being on the show for sure. And yeah, I love you feminine men, okay? Like, I'm sorry.
I'm curious to know how many DMs were blowing up after the show.
Heavy.
Oh.
I got cussed out.
You got cussed out.
I got cussed out from the Science Fair project. I got cussed out from the balloons. why you cuss out the rules? Why you do this and that? Then I'm telling them like it's a lot to it. Well, you should have said that, but like I said once again, I didn't want to be seen as that like catty gay guy. I didn't want to because it was already a lot going on. Like I said, Unc it up. When Unc came out, they read that man down to the ground. It was just like a rap. It was like they was fully charged. Like the lineup was ready for whoever was next, whatever was next. We gonna get him.
But
speaking of
Unc, he was attacking folks.
But speaking of Unc, let's address that. Do you feel like Cam, like you definitely had a moment on the show.
Yeah.
When
You did.
Yeah, you kicked it off.
You kicked it off.
So
you feel like 31 is too old for you, or
No, he just looks older than that. But I would hate to be in public and they think that's my uncle or somebody. That's weird.
Definitely never give an uncle.
No, I didn't. It started with toast, actually.
Oh, Tokyo.
It started down there.
Y'all Bipsy and Bopsy, so it's like the same fucking person.
So how do you regret saying that? It's giving uncle because that went really viral. or did you want to address? He's not here today. Did you want to say anything, or how did you feel about that?
I
No,
said what I said.
You said what you said, and you standing on it. Period. Okay.
But it was
Is there anything anybody else want to address before we wrap up?
Go ahead.
Real quick, because we spent a whole lot of motherfucking time on this masculine, feminine. Whoever you like is who you like. It don't matter who feelings you hurt. I don't care if I popped your motherfucking balloon or not. It's romantically, it's about who you like. Now, if you talking about friendships, you shallow as hell because bitch, it don't matter if my friend is feminine or masculine. But romantically, I like who the fuck I like, and it is what it is. And y'all need to stop making excuses for who y'all like. I get like y'all want to better the community, but at the end of the day, y'all, everybody's everybody. Everybody got their preference. Everybody like their shit. Like it is what it is. Like it ain't shit to it. Like I'm just sorry. I feel like y'all spent a long time on that subject, and it's just no. It definitely needs to be addressed. Far as like some people are shallow, but at the end of the day, like y'all gotta stop attacking people for their preferences. Like if a like somebody masculine, they like somebody masculine. They like it. Now if they're bashing people for being feminine, if they're bashing people for being masculine, that's one thing. But no offense, I don't feel like I bashed this man. I just say I don't like dating girls. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm wrong when I want to be a science fair project.
You didn't have to say that about that man. I didn't come at him no way. I didn't ever say like how he dressed was weird, this, that, third. I just told him I don't like dating the girls. Like I didn't want to say like he was feminine.
This same person right here that goes and take off the eyelash and the makeup and put on some shorts and come top you. Like, you got to really get in. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to really know what's going on. I've been around like, you got to know what's going on. Like, you gonna say and do the do? Do the do.
No, but see, the thing is the difference with, I'm not even going to say the difference with me and everybody else, but I learned my person before we even have sex. I've been talking to her for a year right now. We still ain't have sex. You're not finna trick me on nothing. You're not finna be deceitful. You're not finna manipulate me. You're not finna, nothing under the cover. I need to know everything. I know his mom. The man, mom is all the way in Africa, and I talk to her. There's nothing that you're gonna do in America that's gonna fool me, and then I turn around later and figure some shit out. No. And first of all, let's talk about communication. A lot of y'all need to learn how to communicate. A lot of y'all need to know how to talk to each other. We're in such a hypersensitive era right now. You can't say nothing to nobody while somebody nitpicking or being mad about something. Regardless of the fact, let's talk about this show in general. There's a lot of people who just came on the show for a moment, not even look for love. There's a lot of people who just wanted to get their roster up. There's a lot of people who just look for camera time. Y'all, everybody was worried about the wrong shit. It's not about masculine, not about feminine, it's not about none of that. Regardless of the fact, your person's for you. That's period. But y'all go crazy and finish what y'all was talking about.
Just to piggyback on the whole topic of the masculine and feminine
I'm just
thing,
saying.
there's nothing wrong with it. I personally already tried the feminine and it didn't work. So therefore, that's why I said no. It wasn't nothing personal. And then the whole thing about it's a fantasy to have a masculine person. I mean, I am gay, so I am attracted to a man. So I kind of need to look at a man, not a pretty girlier man, if that makes sense. So like, I don't feel like it's really a fantasy. I just feel like it's a preference. Like, I need to look at a man, not too much of a female, if that makes sense.
So to address that, I feel like people's issues are people's issues. In regards to me, really the biggest conversation about masculinity or femininity doesn't even fall under the subject of value for me. I feel like I was raised in a household to just be myself. So even hearing you all talk about what my representation is, no one actually asks me, what is it that I present as, or what am I comfortable being addressed as? I'm old school. I'm a man, I do what I want. I like who I like, and it's simple as that. I don't have no preferences. I've dated people that look like me, that look different than me, and that's why I was here. Can't say the general consensus was the same, but I still pull. So, and in regards to anybody that is femme presenting, I'm not here to be any spokesperson.
Okay.
However, be yourself. Whoever wants to align with you will align with you. And don't feel like you need to minimize yourself to be fantasized. And to make the record straight, this is the 1% of the person that I am. I wear suits, bow ties, and ties 5 days out of the 7-day week. No lashes, no bead.
Period. Thank you. I love that. Anybody else might want to.
Okay, I want to address you. You had said something about like you wish me good luck or whatever like that, but I will never catch you because you up here. Can you please explain that to me?
Oh my God.
Wait, what the fuck? Gather his ass.
Well,
Really?
Hold on, real fast. I just want to get this out of my chest.
It don't mean nothing bad, nothing shady. It's just I know where I'm headed, and I wish you the best in your journey sincerely. Now, it could have been like, oh, it would have been different if I said, I'm an A-list and you're a Z-list. You're up there. You're up there too. You're up there too, but you may be in a different atmosphere than me. So we're both up there in the stratosphere of it
I
all.
won't see you if we on the same level.
Because if you're over here by Pluto and I'm over here by Neptune, how we gonna see each other? You're at a whole different
same
planet.
line right now. You over there, I'm over here, and I can see you.
Yeah. You cool? Is you cool?
No, I'm good. I just wanted you to get that because you seem like you tried to
Is you cool? Is you cool?
Is you cool? I'm trying to get it cleared up. That's it.
Yeah, I'm clearing it up. You're on Pluto in a different stratosphere. I'm at Neptune, so we're still up there, but we're just different places, baby. That's all. We're in different orbits.
Trying to come for me. I want to clear.
I can't never come for somebody who I actually have feelings
Okay,
for.
Pluto, Mars, Earth, Venus, everything. That's so cute. I just wanted to address what Trey was saying. I don't think nobody did your friend. Your friend kind of did himself with the outfit. Because when he came out and he said that about that.
Wait, what friend are you
the
addressing?
friend,
He's talking about
freak.
Scotty.
Oh, Scotty.
Scotty,
Mr.
Mr.
Scotty.
Scotty. When he came out and he was just like, it was really like the demeanor. And nobody was like really coming for him. It was just a fact of the matter that he really said like, oh, I guess ain't none of y'all freaks. But it was like, who finna get freaked for that? Where the rest, Pooh?
So I'm not trying to defend his actions because I can't defend nobody's actions.
Okay.
I'm just saying like we can't do too much because if we want to say that, if you want to go to a lot of the comments, a lot of them were coming at you as well. So we can't do that on him and not apply it to you.
What they said, Pooh?
I'm not here to discuss what they said. Okay. I'm just saying we just got to keep it cool.
You brought it
because
up.
a lot of people.
No, you wake it up. Wake it up. You woke it up.
I'm not about
wake it
to
up.
sit here and say what's understood is understood. You understand that the comments was not on your side. So if you understand that, why come at somebody else that may have had that moment when you had that moment?
It wasn't me coming at him, and like I said in the very beginning, it wasn't nobody doing your friend.
And we
Your
can't
friend did
speak too much of
himself.
somebody that's not here. It's easy to talk
That's
about
very
somebody
true,
that's
'cause
not
he
here.
is not here. He is not here.
That's why I said
I just
don't do
wanted
too
to
much.
address
She's not here.
because you had said it. You was like,
Just
you had
don't
made
do
the
too
statement or
much.
whatever.
She's not here. That's
right,
all.
and then but you said don't do your friend, but nobody
Yeah.
did your friend.
You just weren't feeling.
Yeah, like it wasn't nobody coming for him. Like we all came on the same show. So I just want to know who did it.
The ones who I talked about is the ones who did it.
Yeah,
If you
why-
felt the energy, then that's who I was talking to. If you felt like I was talking to you, then I was talking to you.
Okay, now I'm
That's
just
all I
wondering.
was saying.
I was just curious.
Okay, cute. On a lighter note, unfortunately, some of us found love on the show, and unfortunately, some of us didn't find love on the show. All in all, we're to love one another because we're a community. Whether you're present as more feminine or in between, masculine, tall, short, we're all part of the LGBTQ community, and we need to support one another. Okay? So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you all that has been a part of this amazing season, season one. Season one has surpassed over 1 million views, if I'm not mistaken. Right.
Thank you. Can we thank you for the opportunity of giving us the opportunity to come on here and express ourselves for our community? Thank you.
Thank you. I really wanted to do this because, you know, when I originally saw the Pop the Balloon trend, nobody was doing it for the gays or anything like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me wake it up. You know, let me wake it up. Right, it's in South Africa. Oh my God.
We appreciate that. The quality and everything.
Well, I really appreciate it. Without you guys, the season would have not been as amazing as it is. And so thank you for our fans and our audience that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now and like. And we'll see you in the next year, 2025, with season 2. And that's a wrap. I want to thank each and every one of our fans and followers and subscribers that have been watching season 1. Also, make sure that you like, subscribe, and you never know what we might have in store for 2025. Might be a season 2, or we might have some other interesting games coming on board. I don't know. Stay tuned. You will only find out here on Real Face TV.